Okay, welcome everyone. We would like to welcome you to our student athlete celebration of the 2019-2020 school year. We really appreciate your virtual attendance and look forward to seeing you all sometime soon as we continue to work through this COVID time. At this time, as we do with all things, would like to start this event with prayer. And I'd like to welcome Jace Turner to the screen to begin our ceremony with prayer.
Before I share a prayer, I just wanted to give thanks to the students, the families, and O'Dowd. As you may know, this is my last year being with you all here at O'Dowd, and it's been a joyous ride. And hopefully you all enjoy today's occasion and we can celebrate all of your good work. Before we begin, I'd like to share a prayer with you all. So please take a moment and bow your heads with me. God of wisdom, we thank you for all the gifts you have given us throughout this challenging school year. We praise you for giving us life and for choosing us to be your people. As we come to the end of the school year, we voice our gratitude for the things you have done in us, and we praise you for all who have shared in the work of this school. We ask you to bless us in your love and give us refreshment and peace as we face adversity and prepare for a better tomorrow. Our present reality has forced us to reflect on what matters most, and we trust that this too shall pass. Amen.
Thank you. We'd now like to have Mike Bowler come to the screen to give some opening remarks before we begin our recognition of our student athletes. Mike.
Welcome, everybody. And each year at this event, I'm truly amazed at the group of student athletes that we recognize and their accomplishments. As many of you know, I've been around a few years, and quite a few actually, and this ceremony is going to be my last. And while some things are drastically different this year, some things remain the same. There's a parent in the audience of one of the, two parents actually, of Austin and Kade. And their father, Tony, was a senior the first year I came to O'Dowd. Ronzo, I won't tell him the year because that's going to date you a little too much. But I think everybody knows how old I am. It doesn't seem that long ago, Tone. And it connects me to when things were pretty incredible at the beginning to still how incredible they are now, even more so, I think. One of the greatest plays in O'Dowd history was made that first year when I was at O'Dowd in a basketball game by Tony. It was in a state championship game. It was a coast-to-coast buzzard tying layup to get the game into double overtime. But we didn't quite win that one. Unfortunately, there wasn't a three-point line at the time. But I was definitely sold on O'Dowd athletics and the commitment that the student athletes had and the competence and how awesome they really were. A few years after that, I was named as the athletic director and witnessed the incredible emergence of our female athletes, our female sports in O'Dowd. Our girls have set a standard as high as can be set, and I think they've challenged all the other sport teams at O'Dowd to reach those standards and levels. And I think we've done that over the years. I'd like to thank the incredible coaches here at O'Dowd, all levels, assistants, freshmen, JV, and varsity staffs. You do an incredible job with the time and energy you put into your sport, with the professionalism you put into the sport, and the results you get from your students and your sport. Thank you to the athletic trainers and strength and conditioning, our counselors, our teachers, and administration. It's the incredible behind the scenes support that we get at this school that makes our athletic program so great. Thank you, parents, for entrusting your students to us. It truly is a pleasure every year to watch and share as your student athletes perform for us and it's awesome. So students, when you look back at your O'Dowd career, remember that the 4 years was a process. You and your team embarked upon it as young freshmen, and you reached the pinnacle of your sports. You maximized your talents. You succeeded at the highest level. As seniors, you competed in O'Dowd fashion. You won championships. You almost got into some state championships. And some of you, unfortunately, didn't get to play, but were prepared to win championships. So in your 4 years, please take away that the O'Dowd athletic tradition is totally intact. Your legacy is one that will make great impact on the kids that follow you, in that you've gone through incredible adversity to come out on top. So thanks for helping us get through this personally, and carry your dragon pride as you move on to the next level. We'll be watching and rooting for you. Go Dragons.
Thank you, Mike. Just to follow up on that, I think it's really important that we all continue to recognize the resilience, particularly of this group of seniors. Not only have the last few months been challenging, and you've shown your resilience there and your commitment to staying close with your teammates and your coaches, but we had rolling blackouts. We had smoke over the last couple of years. We've had a lot of unexpected things come into the plan, and everyone has shown how much of a truly elite athlete they are by pivoting, right? Currently, folks that were getting ready for the 2020 Olympics are now having to pivot as they figure out what it looks like in 2021 or whenever they get to compete. You are all a part of that group of elite people who know there's only so much that we can control, and the rest we let fall into place. The biggest thing to take away from your time here at O'Dowd is knowing that this community will always be here for you. When you go on to college, you'll continue to be a Dragon. You will always be welcomed back. We will continue to follow you on your journey, and know that as you work through different adversity, as you win, as you are part of championship seasons and unforgettable memories, we're here behind you cheering for you, and can't wait to see your faces and hear about it when you come back and visit. At this time, we're going to transition into recognizing each of the different athletes, and we'll go by sport. For viewers who are watching from YouTube Live, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your support from a distance and from the safety of your homes and your screens. I will be giving folks the cue to come on, and we'll keep it rolling through the program here. So to start us off, I'm going to invite Coach Perry to the screen, and Coach Perry is going to talk about his graduating seniors that are going on to play, and then the student athletes will come on after and give their thank yous. So Coach Perry.
Good afternoon. Representing the Bishop O'Dowd football team, we have Sterling Stokes and Colton Bernal. Sterling Stokes was a hard-working, coachable, and disruptive force on the field. He had a strong desire to be great in all areas of the game. Sterling always maintained the high standards of the Bishop O'Dowd high school football team, and will be taking his prowess on to the University of Penn for the Penn football team. Colton Bernal. Colton Bernal was dependable, hard-nosed, and a humble player. He was always positive and supportive of his teammates and a standout on the field. Colton was a humble, kind, and tough student athlete that exemplified our core beliefs at Bishop O'Dowd High School, and he will be playing for Brown University. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach Perry. Sterling, if you could come to the screen.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Sterling. Like Coach Perry said, I will be playing football at the University of Pennsylvania this up and coming fall, hopefully. First off, I just want to say I'm truly blessed to have the opportunity to continue my athletic career at a collegiate level. First off, I want to start off by thanking all my friends, coaches, trainers, mentors, and more importantly, my family. They have been one of my greatest supporters throughout my whole athletic career. Um, they've always been there for me through all the wins, the tough losses, and they've always been someone I can come to that would support me and give me advice on and off the field. Um, and lastly, I want to give thanks to the Bishop O'Dowd faculty and administration for helping me through my high school athletic career.
Thank you. Next, Colton Bernal.
All right. Hello. Like Coach Perry said, I'll be attending Brown University in the fall. And yeah, I mean, when it comes to Coach Perry as an individual, I just want to say thank you so much because, you know, it's like there's not a lot of coaches that have the same positivity and love for the game and that matches the overall force and development and everything that comes with football. And Coach Perry was a really good mix of positivity and hard work, and he brought a lot of different components to the game that I hadn't seen before. And then obviously thanks to everyone in the O'Dowd community and all the people who had come to our games or are tuning in right now. Y'all honestly mean the world to me. And yeah, I'm just super excited, super blessed to have been in this situation. And yeah, much love for everyone. So yeah.
Thank you, Colton. Next, we'd like to have Coach Alcu Ryans say a few words about our graduating baseball players.
Okay. To all the baseball seniors, you were prepared and ready to play this season. I truly appreciate all of your hard work and wish you the best. To Jalen Antony, you are the sort of player a coach loves. You are consistent, reliable, driven, and productive. You have a great temperament for the game, a good work ethic, and you always come to play. I admire your competitive drive, desire, and will to succeed. I'm looking forward to following your career at Columbia University and beyond. To Anthony Carici, it has been a pleasure to coach you. You have always lived up to the standards of a leader, standards like being on time, behaving like a gentleman, playing against the game, showing the other team respect, not talking to the other team, and just playing the game. You have a great competitive spirit and attack mentality on the mound, and I also look forward to your career at Lewis and Clark and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Jalen, if we could have you go first, please.
Hello, my name is Jalen Antony. I'll be playing baseball at Columbia University. I'm truly blessed for this opportunity. So first off, I would like to thank God for none of this would be possible without him. And next, I would like to thank my parents, my brother, and all my family and friends for their continued support. And lastly, I just want to thank all the coaches that have coached me and the entire O'Dowd community for all the love they've shown me and to push me to become a better person on the field and off the field.
Thank you. Anthony?
As Coach Q said, I'm going to be attending Lewis and Clark for baseball. And I'd like to thank Coach Q for a great last 2 years. I'd like to also thank Coach Shabazz for a great JV year and being an awesome mentor to everyone on our team and sincerely caring about our class. And I'd like to thank Coach K because he always stuck his neck out for me, believed in me, and really helped me get the best I could out of my high school experience. And I also want to thank my parents because they were always there for me at my games no matter what, and they supported me whether I went 0 for 4 or 4 for 4.
Thank you. Next, we'd like to recognize our senior women's volleyball players who will be going on to play in college, and Coach Nova will be introducing them.
Nova, you're on mute. We're not able to hear you.
There you go. Sorry. Hello. So I'll be introducing the women's volleyball class of 2020. Alexandria Hoagland, and Michelle Awabete, and Annabella Parada. First, I want to, thank these three ladies for giving me the opportunity to spend this wonderful 3 years at Odell with them. Alexandria, total definition of a team player, sharing the spotlight with, her teammates, and, not always about her, driven, competitive, great leadership on the court. And definitely you're going to bring a lot to the University of San Diego, and I think you're going to surprise a lot of coaches. Michelle, just driven, disciplined, great leadership, kind of the player that, your team is always looking for you to put fear in the other, opponents. And truly, truly a pleasure to, have worked with you this past 3 years. Annabella, definitely volleyball fanatic, love the game, very caring, the person that, everybody's always come to you for comfort or, advice. And it was truly a pleasure working with you as well. And I know you're going to succeed at Loyola Marymount University.
Thank you. If we could have Alex go first, please.
Hi, I'm Alex. As Nova said, I'm playing volleyball at University of San Diego. And I would first like to thank Nova for that speech and for coaching us for these past 3 years. And I would also like to say that I'm so grateful for this opportunity that I have always dreamed of. And I'm especially grateful to be surrounded by all the people that helped me along the way. I'd like to thank my coaches and teammates for pushing me to be the best player I can, and also my family and friends for the endless support, especially my parents and sister who are always there through the tough times.
Thank you. Michelle, if you could go next, please.
Hi, I'm Michelle Lobata, and I'm going to be attending the University of California, Santa Barbara next year. And I'd first like to start off by thanking God for blessing me with this opportunity. And then I would like to move on to thank all my family, friends, mentors, and supporters who have ever contributed to the development of my athletic mentality and endeavor. And I'd also like to appreciate them for accompanying me through this special time in my life, this very intricate, delicate time of growth, in which I was able to develop on and off the court as an individual and build some of the most important relationships that I'll probably ever have in my life. And I would like to thank Coach Nova, of course, for coming in and changing the program the way that he did, and for fostering such a driven mentality in all of the O'Dowd players and really reestablishing the legacy of O'Dowd. And I'd also like to thank my fellow seniors, including Alex and Annabella, I'd just like to say thank you for, taking that journey with you guys and working as hard as we did together. Like, nobody knows how much hard work we put into our journey more than we do. So, love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. Annabella, if you could go next.
Hi, my name is Annabella Parada, and I will be attending Loyola Marymount University next year. First, I'd like to thank God for blessing me with the ability to play volleyball, as none of this would be possible without him. He blessed me with an amazing family who have supported me throughout my volleyball journey. A huge thank you to my parents, my sister Christina, and my brother Nicholas, and all my extended family for their constant support. I'd also like to thank Nova and Lynn, who have been fabulous high school coaches for my 4 years at O'Dowd. And a very special thank you to Conrad, Katie, Jake, Lachelle, and all the coaches at Absolute who shaped me into the player and person I am, along with Jeff and Eddie, who really helped grow my love for volleyball at an early age. Thanks to my coaches at LMU, Aaron, Natalie, and Ben, for believing in me and my talents and giving me such an amazing opportunity. And finally, I want to thank both my club and high school teammates. I would not be where I am today without their friendship, love, and support. Thank you.
Thank you. The next team we'd like to recognize are our men's basketball players who will be going on to compete in college. If Coach Lou Ritchie could join the screen.
Thank you, Hillary. First, I'd like to start with a moment of silence for O'Dowd alum Zara Norris, the sister of senior Ryzen Norris. I'd like to thank Jace Turner and Mike Bowler for their years of service and dedication. I'd like to congratulate all the O'Dowd student athletes and their families. I'd like to thank all of our seniors and their families during this COVID-19 shortened season. Ryzen Norris, John Patrick, Austin Kade Ronzoni, Monty Bowser, EUL Masai, and Aaron Anene. First, I'd like to start with Randall Montgomery Bowser. Rarely do we get transfers at O'Dowd that play basketball, but Monty was one of those rare exceptions. He became a 3-year varsity player who probably improved more as a leader in 1 year than any player in my 20-year history at O'Dowd. He will be playing next year at the University of California at Berkeley. Austin and Kade Ronzoni. It is always difficult to follow in the footsteps of a legend, but that is what their dad is, a legend. But the twins found their own groove and excelled in the classroom and on the court, and they will be playing next year at Arizona State University.
Thank you, Coach Ritchie. Monty, if you could start.
Thanks, Coach, for that. Like you said, I'm going to be studying and playing basketball next year at First, I just like so I'm just like so Coach Lou, Coach Dante, they've really offered me a lot of support, really helping me get better as a basketball player, but as a person as well, too. So for my teammates, when I came here as a sophomore, they welcomed me with open arms, and I can't thank them enough for that. They really made me feel welcome, and they helped me fit in really quickly. So, and also I'd like to thank my teachers and the administration at O'Dowd. They've always helped me when I needed help. They offer me a great deal of support as well too. So, go Dragons! And thankfully, I'm not going to school too far away. So, I'm always going to be coming back and checking on Coach and the younger guys that are part of the program. So, I'm really excited for that.
Thank you, Monty. Kaden Austin.
All right, I'm Kade, and this is Austin, and we'll be attending Arizona State for basketball. I would like to give a special thanks to my mom and dad.
To our mom who raised us and really showed us the world and supported us through everything we did.
To our dad who introduced us to basketball and continues to inspire us. To our aunt who's been there for us since the beginning and has supported us at all our games. To Jan, the newest member of the family who we welcome with open arms and love. We appreciate him.
As well as our cousin Derek and his girlfriend Charlene, who's been a joy to see at all our games and attend. To our goddess Gina and Uncle Jeremy for helping us as much as they can and being an awesome host for our teams throughout.
Thanks go to Trisha for being there for us. All love goes to my grandparents from Oakland and Arizona, as well as to my caring Nana. We love you with all the world.
Huge thanks and appreciation to all our family and friends and teammates who mean everything to us. Coach Lou and the men's basketball staff at O'Dowd who gave us the opportunity to play there and to be able to learn and the dedication to be the best.
We also want to give special gratitude to our coach, Steve, Coach Emilio, who's been a mentor and a father figure for us. To Coach Bob McKinnon, who looks out for us and keeps us working out even when we're slacking. We'd also like to give thanks to Jordan Lawley, our first trainer, BC, Steve Levy, and all b-ball coaches who helped us along the way.
And lastly, thanks to the O'Dowd community for the dedication and support to provide us with the help needed to reach our goals and be better athletes and students.
Thanks to all faculty and staff, from the late Steve Phelps and Mike Phelps, to Mr. Bullard, Mr. Childs, Dr. Smart, and everyone else. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'd now like to recognize our women's basketball players who will be going on to play at the next level. And we'd like to welcome Coach Malik McCord.
Thank you, Hillary. Again, we'd like to congratulate all the student athletes for the big accomplishment you guys have. So congratulations. And Jace Turner and Mike Bowley, you would definitely be missed. Enjoy my time with you as you guys are up at O'Dowd and very supportive of the women's program. First, I'm going to start with Skylar Tyson Stocki. She will be attending Simpson University. Tyson is a 2-year varsity player. Tyson has worked hard to get through injuries to get where she's at. No matter how much time she's received, she's stepped up on the floor and given 100% every time. Tyson's habits of working hard will transfer and hopefully continue to help her success at the next level. Simpson's getting a tough and talented basketball player. Next, I have Abigail, who will be attending Whittier College. Abigail is a 3-year varsity player and one of the captains. Abigail has a fighter's mentality. She can get knocked down and struggle, and she will continue to get right back up and work hard to push through any adversity. Abigail is an ultimate team player as well, and is one of the reasons why her teammates voted her captain. There is no doubt that Abigail will continue to succeed on and off the court at the next level with a smile on her face. Next, I have Kaylee Myers that will be going to San Francisco State University. Kaylee's a 3.5-year varsity player. She got pulled up during her freshman year after she was killing it on JV. Kaylee has that clutch gene in her. She's hit a number of buzzer beaters for us during her career, which shows the confidence she has in herself. So that confidence she has will definitely transfer to her success in life. Kaylee has grown as a young lady on and off the court, and I can't wait to see what she does at SFS State. Next, I have Jenna Kilty, who's going to attend Portland State University. Jenna is a 3-year varsity player. When I took over the program, she was one of the first kids at my first camp that I ran at O'Dowd, and then she became a water girl through the years with numerous teams. So Jenna's been around for a long time. Definitely going to miss her, as I will everybody else. She also has been when Jenna is focused, she puts in the time, and usually the end result is successful. So she needs to keep that up. There's no doubt in my mind of whatever obstacles and challenges are thrown in front of Jenna, she will find a way to get through them successfully. And last but not least, we have Kayla Hankins, who is attending Pomona College. She's a 4-year varsity player and captain. Kayla from day one has shown leadership skills. Kayla has no problem speaking up when something's right and celebrating someone when something's good. Kayla leads by example on and off the court with her work ethic. I have seen since freshman year, Kayla one day will be president. There's no doubt in my mind she's going to be president. Hopefully not the first woman's president, but she's going to be president. But in the meantime, she'll continue to be a leader and successful over at Pomona College. And I will leave it to the ladies to talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Malik. Before we have each of the women's basketball players speak, I would like to remind all athletes to please stay on the meeting. We are going to take a group photo via the gallery mode at the end. So please stay on the call. Thanks. First, Kayla Hinkins.
Hello, my name is Kayla Hankins, and like Coach Malik said, I will be attending Pomona College in Claremont, California. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for the opportunity to further my academic and athletic career in college, and for allowing me the good health that enables me to be here today. I would like to thank my family, friends, and everyone in my corner for supporting me every step of the way, and thank my teammates for pushing me to become a better leader in person. Lastly, I would like to thank my coaches from O'Dowd, Coach Malik, Coach Matt, and Ms. D, as well as my coaches before O'Dowd, Coach Leroy, Coach John, and Coach Jeff from the Ballers organization for contributing to the player I am today. Thank you, O'Dowd, for a great high school experience.
Thank you, Kayla. Next, Jenna Kilty.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I'll be going to Portland State University. First, I want to thank my mom and my dad for all the energy and time spent taking me to practice and games and being the ones who introduced me to the game. I want to thank my Uncle Rob, who was my first real coach and taught me the fundamentals of the game. Next, I want to thank my coaches at O'Dowd. Malik, it's been great being around you, dating all the way back to 2010 when I first went to your camp, and thank you for letting me be the water girl for the first 3 state championship runs. Miss D, thank you for being so selfless and pretty much being a second mom to me and every girl on the team. Coach Matt, thank you for always being there to break down a play or to just talk about anything basketball with me. And Coach L'Ariel, thank you for being a mentor, and I'm excited to be following your footsteps at Portland State University. And lastly, I would like to thank God, who makes all things possible, and for blessing me with the gifts and opportunities that I have.
Thank you, Jenna. Next, Kaylee.
Like Coach Malik said, I'll be attending SF State University. First, I would like to thank God. None of this would be possible without him. I want to thank everyone who's helped me over the years, especially my coaches. Coach Malik for believing me and helped form me into the player I am today. Coach Matt for always supporting me. And Ms. D for dealing with me every second of the day, literally, and always being there for me on and off the court, but most importantly, helping me grow as a person over the 4 years. I want to thank my teammates for always sticking by my side and making everlasting memories with me. Last but definitely not least, I would like to thank my parents. None of this would be possible without their continuous love and support.
Thank you. Next, Abigail Vela.
Hi, my name is Abigail, and I'll be playing basketball at Whittier College. First, I would like to thank God for this blessing to continue my academic and basketball career at the collegiate level. Second, I would like to thank my parents for their continuous support, and I wouldn't be the woman I am today without them. I would like to thank Coach Malik, Coach Matt, and Ms. Donahue and my AAU coaches for coaching me these past 4 years. They have taught me life lessons I would carry on with me in college, and they've made my high school experience unforgettable. And I would like to say I love you to my teammates for showing me why I love the game and becoming my family.
Thank you. Next, Skylar Tyson Stocki.
Hello, I will be attending Simpson University. And I like to say thank you for my teammates for making the season so fun and memorable. And I like to say thank you to all my coaches for their wise words and encouragement. I've had an amazing 4 years as a Dragon. It didn't quite end how I wanted it to, but it was a really beautiful experience. I would love to say thank you to my trainers for keeping me in one piece so I can continue to play. And I would just like to say thank you to God for guiding me through this journey and allowing me to choose a college that fit me so well.
So it's important to note that there's a few of our student athletes who have chosen not to be a part of the ceremony, but we want to give them a special congratulations. And we also like to provide some time to recognize some of our students here at O'Dowd that compete in sports that we don't necessarily offer. They're still part of our Dragon community, and we're excited for them to be pursuing their sport at the next level. Here to introduce Tia Rivera, who will be going on to compete in gymnastics, is her coach, Malia O'Quinn.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. As Hillary mentioned, competitive gymnastics is not offered by your school or any school, so most competitive gymnasts train at independent clubs. I've had the pleasure of coaching Tia for 24 hours a week for the last few years. She's an incredibly driven and hardworking athlete. Her work ethic is unmatched, and she has never complained in all the years I've coached her. She's been doing competitive gymnastics for the last 10 years and has dedicated her life to pursuing her goal of competing in college, and I couldn't be more excited for her. She has a wonderful, lighthearted attitude inside the gym, and that has really helped her overcome a lot of adversity that's come her way, including not being able to finish out her level 10 season as a senior, which I know all of us are struggling with. She's incredibly disciplined within the gym, which is how she's earned the opportunity to compete in college at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. It has been a pleasure to be part of her journey, and thank you all so much for having me. I wish Tia nothing but the best, and the rest of you as well. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, and we appreciate you being on our meeting here. Tia?
Hi, I'm Tia, and I will be attending University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. I would like to first thank all my coaches that have guided me down this journey as a gymnast, especially Malia, who believed in me and always pushed me to do my best. She's helped me realize that I'm capable of much more, and I have a lot more to do in the future. I would also like to thank my teachers and the administration of O'Dowd for giving me the best education I've asked for. I've met so many people here through my classes, the Filipino Club, the Dragon Ambassadors, and CMT. I would like to have a special thank you to the Bay Scholars and Dr. Phelps, who awarded me with the Presidential Scholarship. They made it possible for me to attend Bishop O'Dowd. I've learned a lot in my life as a student athlete and as a competitive gymnast, like how I can't pull an all-nighter and expect to do perfectly in the day. I've learned to manage my time, and it's helped me maintain good grades and a high GPA while continuing to do gymnastics. A final thank you to my parents who always supported me even in times when I doubted myself or didn't even want to go to gym. They've allowed me to do whatever I wanted, and they've inspired me to do what I love. I'm so excited to attend the University of Wisconsin and be a part of the gymnastics team. Thank you.
Thank you, Tia. And I now have the pleasure of introducing Gabby Twitchell, who has been a part of our Dragon community for a long time. Her mother, Shelly Rusty, was a part of our women's basketball team years ago, and we're excited to recognize her today. So Gabby's coach sent me a few words to read about her, and I'll do that at this time and then let her say a few words of thank you. So Gabby is a 3-year varsity rower, and during this time, she has transformed herself into an exceptional athlete and indispensable member of the team. Last season, she worked her way through the ranks and landed herself in Artemis' fastest squad as a lightweight double. Both of her boats finished 5th in the Southwest region, which is widely regarded as the fastest and toughest region in the US. More impressive is the way she has developed herself from a quiet role player to the emotional center of her team. She has proven all season that she is the team's captain and true leader. We know she will continue this trend as a member of the rowing team at the University of Portland. Gabby?
Hi, I'm Gabby. I first want to thank my friends and family for always supporting me in my endeavors with rowing and otherwise. I also want to thank my amazing coaches and teammates for helping me grow as an athlete as well as a person. And I also want to thank the administration at O'Dowd for always being flexible with my very busy schedule. And above all, I want to thank the sport of rowing for providing me with so many mentors, friends, and lifelong lessons. I'm really excited that I'll be able to continue my rowing career at the University of Portland. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby. I now have the honor of getting to introduce one of my own athletes that I've coached over his last 4 years. Julianne Jensen will be going on to run cross country and track at Humboldt State University. And Julian was one of our student athletes that completely changed our program. He was part of developing the culture that we now have as a part of our men's cross country team and our distance team during the track season. I remember the first day that I met him, he walked up to the Navigating O'Dowd table and shook my hand, all 6'2" of him with his long hair, and said that he did long runs in his free time and he was going to join the cross country team. For people who know running, they know that most folks, when they say a long run, many of us don't believe that it's actually a long run. Maybe around the lake is a long run for them. So I asked him, how long do you go on your runs? And he said, 8, 9, 10 miles. I live near a lot of trails. And that was in eighth grade. So Julian left a lasting impression for that first day. But what has been even more impressive has been his resilience over the last several months. Beyond being one of our captains, Julian was ready to go to the state championship this track season. And I know many of us were sidelined and had our plans change this spring, but the way that he was able to adapt and transition to really being in college mode over the last few months has been incredible. He went on a trail marathon run just for his free time before starting classes a few weeks ago. So 26 miles ending at the top of Mount Diablo for fun. When the parks were concerned about social distancing with so many people on the trails, he and his brother started making trails in their own backyard. They live near a good amount of land. So just his commitment to excellence and to being a runner is something that I know is going to make him so successful at the next level. And he's already missed. So Julianne Jensen, you're up.
Thanks, Coach. First of all, I'd like to thank all my coaches, Coach Hillary, Coach Cooks, Coach Al, Coach Carmen, Coach AJ, and all the other assistant coaches for just making this experience so incredible. Also, I want to thank my teammates, especially the seniors this year. who didn't get to run their track season. And it's been a pleasure running with each and every one of you guys. And like Coach Hillary said, next year I'm going to be running at Humboldt State University, which is, in my opinion, the most beautiful college in the world. It's just in a redwood forest, and there's lots of good trails to run up there. Quick story. When we went to pick up our cap and gowns, there was like a little note we wrote to ourselves freshman year, and mine said, Julian, you better be running under 16:30 for 3 miles by now. And I ran 15:42 this year. So I just have all my coaches and teammates to thank for that. And I really want to thank everyone, because running has turned into my whole life, and it's just what I love to do the most. And it makes my day every day to go out and run. So thank you to everyone who's made this experience incredible. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'd like to recognize our women's soccer players who will be going on to play in college, and to introduce them is our head coach, Lauren Nadler.
Hey everyone, I just want to thank you and thank her team and our senior class, not only full of great people, but talented players as well. We have Justice Gardner, Tonya McCollum, and Grace Porter, who we'll be talking about today. And each of them embodies the 3 pillars of our program, which are hard work, teamwork, and pride. And I think Justice really displays her leadership through her hard work. She's a tireless 1v1 defender. She leaves everything on the field, and she supports her teammates in a very positive way. And we're excited to see what Justice is going to accomplish at the University of Chicago. Tonia's teamwork and her ability to uphold the standards of our team through her play, her strong field vision, her ability to just always want to learn and get better is just an amazing part of her as a student and as an athlete as well. We know that she's going to do great things at Mount Holyoke, and we can't wait to follow her journey. And Grace Porter, with her work ethic, also embodies the pride of our team. Her joy, her passion for playing for O'Dowd is evident every day. She's technical, she's creative, she's a fun player to watch, but more importantly, she inspires her teammates. She's powerful words of leadership, and we know that she's going to go on and accomplish great things at Princeton. And I just want to thank this group of seniors for not only their dedication for this team, but for continuing to set the standards for everyone to come after them.
Thank you, Lauren. And we'd like to start with Sonia.
Hi, I'm Sonia. As Coach said, I'm going to be playing soccer at Mount Holyoke College. I would like to thank my family for supporting me all these years. Thank you to my high school and club coaches, Lauren, John, and Ole, for the constant support and motivation. Thanks to my teammates for the competition and friendship that they have given me throughout the years. I want to thank Oval Manila and Oval Manila for supporting me going to college. And lastly, thank you to my new coach, Kanai, for this amazing opportunity to play soccer at Mount Holyoke.
Thank you. Next, we'll have Grace.
Hi, my name is Grace Porter, and I'll be attending Princeton. First of all, I want to thank all of my amazing coaches who have helped me grow both as a person and as a player, especially Coach John, who showed me the importance of working hard, and Coach Lauren, who helped me become a leader in my own way. Also, thank you to my friends and teammates who have been a really important part of my path to college. I want to thank my family for coming to literally every single one of my games. I want to thank my dad especially for getting involved in my college recruitment process and my mom for making sure he didn't spend too many hours making my highlight videos. Also, I would like to thank my brother Ben for coming to as many games as he can whenever he's home. Finally, I'm so grateful to have this opportunity, and that wouldn't be possible without the Princeton women's soccer coaches, Coach Sean, Mike, and Courtney. I'm so excited to open up this new chapter of my life, knowing that all of these people will be by my side, whether that be at Princeton or across the country, supporting me in spirit. Go Tigers.
Thank you. And we'd next like to have our head coach, Alex Yu, introduce one of our men's lacrosse players who will be going on to play in college. Alex, I think you're muted.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you very much. Apologies on the technical difficulties there. I have the pleasure of introducing and talking about Ben Huntington. Going to the College of Worcester. I had the honor of actually starting to coach him back in 2009, 2010. We've been together for a long time. Back then when he first started, along with all the other kids, you know, you're teaching a brand new sport. One of the things I wasn't aware of was that at that age, you're expected to tie some shoelaces, which I did. I did for Ben as well. Over the years of watching him grow and coaching him on A teams and varsities, I've just watched him grow into such a fine young man. And I say that from the heart. The heart that he plays with, his leadership, his selflessness, and most importantly, his ability to be empathetic and talk to his teammates as well as his coaches goes beyond words. I realized 2 years ago, as well as this year, the shortened year, that his self-reflection has given me perspective as a coach. So in essence, Ben, you're tying my shoes now, okay? Appreciate having you. And from Coach Joe Celentano from the very beginning, back in 2009, to Coach Ben Sparks and myself, very proud of you. Go get him.
Thank you. And Ben?
My name is Ben Huntington, and as Coach said, I'll be attending the College of Worcester. First off, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for first off getting me into lacrosse and then driving me to all these tournaments and then supporting me through all of this. And then I also like to thank my O'Dowd coaches, James Cunningham, Ben Sparks, and especially Alex Yu. For me and Coach Al have been together since U11, since I was tiny playing along, and he's really supported me and allowed me to grow. Next, I'd like to thank Coach Bido for helping me out in the weight room, and then Joanne and Kaya, our trainers, for keeping me on the field. Next, I'd like to thank my travel coaches, Frank Terrace and Johnny Christmas, as well as all the other coaches at ACES, for supporting me and really getting me in front of college coaches and putting me out there. Second, and then I'd like to thank my O'Dowd teammates for being great teammates, being my brothers, and then also my friends for hanging out and coming to games, and then as well as the teachers and O'Dowd administration for supporting me academically. Thank you.
Thank you. And before I pass it off to Dr. Smart, who's going to leave us with some closing words, really want to thank all of you student athletes and coaches for joining us virtually. I personally want to thank our tech crew at O'Dowd for helping make sure that this could be a seamless operation from my home in Oakland. So thank you to everybody for joining. I appreciate you checking your email and responding and being very on top of it. Undoubtedly, at the next level, you will need to bring your best self athletically and by just attention to detail. So thank you for helping make this be a smooth operation. I want to give another personal thank you to Mike Bowler and Jace Turner for their support and leadership of our Dragon Athletic program. Many of you have seen it being on the fields or, on the court or wherever you're competing, how much work goes on the back end. Maybe you see it, maybe you don't, but believe me, both Jace and Mike have put a lot of great love, sweat into making sure that everybody can have the best athletic experience out of doubt, and we hope we're able to provide that for you. So we wish them both the best. Mike will be around helping make sure our athletic department continues to move smoothly with transition. But Jace, you're already missed, and we look forward to your next steps as you move on. So thank you to you both. Student athletes, please stay on, and after Dr. Smart gives us some words, I'm gonna put it into gallery mode so that you can all smile and wave to folks who are watching on YouTube Live. Thanks again. Dr. Smart.
Thank you, Hillary. On behalf of the entire Bishop O'Dowd community, I want to say a special series of thanks. First to Hillary and Mike Bowler, our new athletic director, Carlos Reed, and for the coaches for organizing this event today and for appropriately saying thank you and saying such wonderful things about our student athletes. Student athletes, we are so grateful to you for everything that you've shared with Bishop O'Dowd. And I'm going to be talking about one of the key elements that you've all demonstrated throughout this year that I hope that we can continue to carry forward with us. In my office, I have many things on my desk. The most important thing I actually have on my desk is a claymation figure of Gumby. And the reason that Gumby is so important to me is that Gumby represents flexibility and strength. And whenever I need to have a little bit of either, I look to Gumby for that. Also in that line, and Hillary has mentioned this word a few times today, I think what is really important about your experience this year is resilience. The resilience that you have shown. Resilience comes from the Latin, which means to leap. And if you really think about it, it's the ability of someone to spring back into shape. Another synonym is toughness. It's the ability to respond quickly to adversity. You've all done that. And I think if you can hold on to that resilience as you move forward, not only in terms of dealing with everything with COVID, but with all of your athletic challenges and opportunities, you're going to do amazing things, not just in athletics, but in the world in terms of your service to your fellow student athletes, your friends, and your family. So I ask God's blessings on you. I ask that you have good health, and please know that you have left an indelible mark on Bishop O'Dowd High School. O'Dowd is your home. You will always be welcome here. So please make sure that you stay in touch with us. Let us know how you're doing so that we can celebrate all the good that you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smart. Okay, I'm now going to put it in gallery mode. Coaches, you can stay on for a minute to give a wave so we can recognize you. Smile and wave, coaches. Thank you. If coaches can now leave, so we'll just have athletes on the screen. And I'm going to take a photo, and then you can all smile, and we'll pretend that you're sitting in your chairs on the stage as you would. Oh, yeah, you can all fit. Okay, congratulations to the class of 2020 who will be going on to play in college. All right, I'm gonna smile. Okay, thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna end the live stream. Thank you to everyone who was watching today from YouTube Live. We appreciate it. The whole event is recorded, so it's going to go on the website for folks that weren't able to join. You can feel free to share it with family and friends. So thank you again. Congratulations. Stay safe. We look forward to seeing you all soon. Go Dragons.